Well, what's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a general sneak peek for the sign of Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, you guys are last but not least this week on the zodiac lineup. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So, take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay? So, this is now July, you guys. We are now back to regularly scheduled readings with Tap Into Your Soul and Energy Shout Outs coming back on Sunday, okay? June was the month of reevaluation for the whole collective. The universe and my angel guides told me it's time for everybody to reevaluate in the month of June, okay? And so July is talking about inner strength and maturity, okay? If you are interested in learning more about the month of July, full buck moon is this month, okay? Definitely go and look at the monthly manifestation video for July. You can find that on my channel in my playlist, monthly manifestations, okay? It's for the collective. It's not for any particular sign, but you could get some additional information or kind of insights within that reading. Okay, it is over 30 minutes, of course, but it is to help your mental, physical, and spiritual growth. It's to help you be organized, whatever it is that you are trying to achieve in your life right now. You can definitely benefit from the monthly manifestation readings. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into y'all's reading. Y'all know how this goes. We're going to pick 5 cards from the Rider's Waite. So 2 from the top, 2 from the bottom, and then we have 1 energetically from the middle. Okay, there we are. So let's see what's going on with you guys. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords, the Hierophant, the 3 of Wands right in the middle of your spread, Death, and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so Capricorns, feel like you guys have made some changes recently. Okay, hopefully from last month's reading. Okay, you have the Page of Swords to start you out. Page of Swords, I think, has been very popular this week because I believe Page of Swords has literally shown up in every single reading, general read, for these 4 signs this week. Okay, so there's some light communication or honesty going on, possibly something trivial, or just, like I said, just honest communication, possibly, okay, swiftly coming through. Page of Swords is, like I said, very light, okay, energy in a sense of, small honesty, little baby steps, okay, is possibly what's going on with the collectives this week, okay, and when it comes to honesty with other people, okay. We do have the Hierophant here next, okay, and so I feel like you're moving on from something, okay, possibly some form of relationship, or making some type of judgment call about a relationship, or steering clear of relationships, period, okay, as we have the Hierophant right in between the Page of Swords and this 3 of Wands, okay. This 3 of Wands being here is kind of telling me you guys are ready to embark on a new journey, a new path, okay? You have, your stakes in the ground here, your wands in the ground or staffs. You have two deep in the ground, and then you have one that you're holding on to, trying to place that last one, okay? So whatever it is that you are determined to achieve right now, you are willing and accepting the fact that you can do this on your own, okay? And we'll get to the reason why I feel that way, okay? So very good energy for this Three of Wands to be right in the middle. You are embarking on something new, okay? So your focus is on something else. It's not on, possibly not on love right now, or you're, putting that on pause to really start finding yourself in a sense, okay? Is what I feel is going on with you, Capricorns, right now. You do have Scorpio energy here because I was getting ready to say Scorpios, but it's because the Death card is here, which is Scorpio energy, okay? You guys, since Scorpio is in your energy, I'm not going to say I don't think you're dealing with a Scorpio, but I feel like Capricorns, you have that Scorpio energy maybe in your chart possibly. If you have not went to go look at your birth chart, by all means, please do. And it's really important, in my opinion, because I have done it at least twice. But I have had one from Yasmin Bland, who created the Moonology deck that I use in the monthly manifestations. And it was very insightful, but it is very important if you do know the time of your birth and place of birth. One or the other, you can have either or, but I prefer to use both because it ends up being a little bit more accurate and different. You can check how different it is by just providing one form of information: your name, your birth date, and the time of birth, okay? If you leave one of them out, you will notice a difference in your birth chart, okay? But nonetheless, I said it in Scorpios. I don't feel the necessary need for you to do shadow work, but I will suggest again to watch the monthly manifestation, because there are some things that could possibly help you within. There's some messages in there that might be relative to you, okay? But with this Death card, it's not talking about physical death. It's talking about the rebirth of who you are as a person, okay? Possibly dropping codependency on others, becoming your own individual, okay? And just having a new lease on life after some trivial things have occurred, okay? And so you're starting over. Death doesn't always have to mean an ending, but it could be an ending that's moving towards a new beginning, okay? Whenever you see the Death card. So you have the Death card flowing between the Three of Wands and this Nine of Pentacles, moving towards the Nine of Pentacles, okay? Meaning you're embarking, like I said, removing codependency, things of that nature. With the Nine of Pentacles, you value yourself a little bit more, okay? You have more self-worth, okay? Is where you're headed, okay? Having a little bit more value for yourself, a little bit more respect for yourself, okay? Which is very good energy to be in, okay? It doesn't always have to be primarily about finances. When you look at Pentacles, it's about earth energy, okay? So you have Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, okay? Pentacles are of the earth. And so while you may be secure in your finances, it's really more so about being secure within yourself, okay? So that being said, let's get into your clarifier so we can see what's going on a little bit deeper, but that is your main spread, okay? So we do two from the top, one for the Page of Swords, one for the Hierophant, two from the bottom, one for the Three of Wands, one for the Death card, and then one energetically from the middle for the Nine of Pentacles, okay? So let's check these out one at a time. Page of Swords is being clarified by the Eight of Wands, okay? Eight of Wands is usually talking about fast movement, okay, fast communications, okay, so something coming towards you very quickly, okay. So maybe there's someone who plans on communicating with you, some light communication in reference to a relationship, possibly with this Hierophant being here, okay, but their arms are kind of stretched out and awaiting. As you see, there's flowers here, okay, at the end of the wands, okay, and they kind of look like pinwheels too, but nonetheless, her arms are and hands are kind of in an open sense of receiving, okay. So you may be receiving some type of communication from someone, like I said, maybe in reference to some form of relationship, okay. As we have the Hierophant being clarified by the Ace of Hearts. Ace of Hearts is Ace of Cups, okay. I don't feel like this is you, Capricorns. I feel like this is someone else in your vicinity, okay, that is willing to talk to you about a relationship, okay, or expressing their feelings to you or about you, how they feel about you. So it could be some form of a love offer on the table, okay, Capricorns. So that being said, we have this Three of Wands with the Hermit, okay. Capricorns are like, I ain't going for that, okay. You have other plans, okay. You are in isolation, okay, with this Hermit being here. You are focused right now on yourself in your new journey, okay. Whatever it is in reference to this person, that is possibly someone that maybe is not meeting your standards, or maybe they had a chance with you and they blew it with you. Who knows, okay. Get in where you fit in, okay. But what I see here with this Three of Wands, like I said before, you're embarking on another journey in reference to yourself and finding yourself and really valuing yourself, okay. And so you do have this kind of like form of isolation. I don't think you're, I'm not going to say you're completely shut off to love, but you could be, Capricorns. As like I said, usually when someone is primarily focused on, you know, their own environment, what they want, if once you put your mind to something, you are straightforward tunnel vision, okay. And so until you acquire whatever that goal is, all right. And so right now it's like you're in isolation from relationships. Now we do have the Death card being clarified by the Empress, okay. Some of you Capricorn collective could be a mom, okay, and maybe your kids are taking up the majority of your time. The Empress is usually signifying motherly energy of some sort, okay. And so possibly you could be having a new beginning as a mom, or you could be having a new beginning just in this Empress status, which is, I feel, the counterpart to the Emperor, boss-like status, okay. And so you have other things to worry about right now, and you know, maybe a relationship is not the biggest thing on your mind right now. You are possibly also creating standards for yourself of how you want to be treated, okay. We have this page, well, you know, let's go back here with this Page of Swords. This page of Swords to get you in this isolation and have you in this sense of, you know, I'm a different type of person now, or I only want the best now, is that this is a page. This is not somebody who's a knight or a king, okay. If it was a King of Swords, then it'd be something different. But this is a Page of Swords, which is someone who is very small time, you know, not trying to belittle them, but I'm just saying they're just somebody who is not really on your radar like that, okay. They do a lot of flirting, okay. Maybe they send you a lot of cute texts and things like that, but you like, you know, I need more than just text messages. What are you trying to do for me, okay? Because right now, if that's all you're trying to do is flirt and just have fun right now, that's not what I'm on. I'm on trying to, you know, boss up. I'm trying to be secure within myself. I value myself a little bit more than just these little light text messages. Like, unless you're gonna come with some real communication, you know, then you need to stay where you at, okay? And so while they may profess their love to you, it possibly is not enough. And whatever, like I said, only you know your situation better than I do. They're not really giving you a lot to go on, okay, to really interest you, okay? So, that being said, we do have the Nine of Pentacles with the Prince of Wands, okay? Prince of Wands showing up here towards the end. For some of you, the Prince of Wands is you being determined, okay? That last, for some of you, I feel it as like that last wand, okay? That last primary focus, which could be holding out for a steady relationship, okay? Someone of value that can match who you are, okay? That's for the majority of the collective. For the others of you, it's possibly this person that is going to, okay, listen to what you said and say, okay, well, if I'm not going to get you with my words, I'm going to get you with my actions, okay? So they're going to come with this Prince of Wands actions. Now, Prince of Wands, usually, between Prince of Wands and Knight of Wands is like, some sexual energy, but maybe not all the time. For some people, we like to say that the Prince of Wands or Knight of Wands is more like a player's energy, and it can be, okay? But this person may try to start communicating like, oh, maybe we can hang out sometime, or maybe we could do this, maybe we could do that. The question from you is going to be, okay, either that's whatever they're suggesting is not of your interest, or two, they say they want to do something with you, but they never make the plans, okay? And so it's either because you're too busy or because they're not really trying to get to know you in a sense. They're just trying to get to know your body, okay? And so again, you're valuing yourself enough where you're like, I don't move for no Prince of Wands. I don't move for no Page of Swords. I move for only kings only, or an emperor. Like I said, to match your energy, because right now you're on this empress status right now where you're trying to boss up, okay? And you don't have time for small fries. You just don't, okay? And you shouldn't, okay? Everybody is allowed to have their own standards, all right? So if your primary focus is you right now, by all means, do you, Capricorn, so that way you can be of value to yourself and then attract that of value to you, okay? So, that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the Elemental Oracle so we can see your final advice. But very nice energy, Capricorn, from you to start off the week. This is definitely a lot better than last month, so I am very impressed with the Capricorn collective right now. And I don't want to jinx it, but I don't want to jinx it, but again, if you've put forth the recommended amount of effort to change your mindset and what you want going forward, then I am truly proud of you guys, okay? Just don't resort back to that old energy, okay? So if you've made standards for yourself, make sure you not only are looking for someone who meets those standards, but you validate those standards as well, okay? Don't backtrack, because ain't nothing worse than backtracking, okay? You regret it 10 times more, especially when you've worked so hard to get to where you are, okay? So that being said, let's go to the bottom of the deck so we can see what your card is. We have Change, Wind, okay? Very nice, okay? This is a new card. I'm very excited right now, okay? This is number 24, equaling out to 6, okay? Equaling out to 6. You've done some reevaluating, okay, Capricorns? I'm very proud of you, okay? Last month, like I said, universe and ancestors let me know that June was the month of reevaluation, and I think you have done that. It's coming up again. You made all of the collective, not just you guys, need to continue to reevaluate because of the way the moon phases are coming up, okay, within the next couple of months. We've had 2 new moons within the months, okay. Again, monthly manifestations will explain all of that to you. I'm not going to do that here in your video. By all means, go and check out monthly manifestations so you can understand what moon phases are and what or how they associate with you, okay, and what you're trying to do in your life right now. But again, like I said, you've made some changes, you've done some reevaluating. This obviously should be wind energy, is air energy, okay? But we see this person is like they have their hair and it's kind of like attached to this like earth like road that's been like winding like the wind, okay. It's very beautiful imagery on this elemental oracle card. I want you guys, I'm holding it as close as I can so that way you can kind of see her hair kind of tangled here with this earth attached to it where it's like winding, okay. But it's very beautiful imagery. But like I said, it's some form of change going on, okay. Something that maybe you've latched onto, or just have so many thoughts and possibilities and ideas in your head, reflecting around change, okay. So let's go into the book here so we can, see what we have as your message. I'm going to hold up the card for you guys, okay. And we do have darkness and moon underneath. So like I said, I still feel like you guys have some reevaluating to do, but the number is 7 in reference to, like I said, this month is the 7th month of the year, which is 7, talking about inner strength and maturity. You will also find some information on that in the monthly manifestation, okay. So wind number 24 is air energy, like I said, and it has here wind change. Resisting change is useless. Be prepared for a change in direction. You have been warned of change, so believe it, okay. Word of power is vidir, ancient Norse for wind, okay. And this last paragraph kind of caught my eye while I was looking at the element. It says winds have been signifiers of change for millennia. Depending where you stand, you can face them, use them, or resist them, okay. Depending where you stand, you can face them, use them, or resist them, okay. So it is up to you. All right, we do have, like I said, the moon underneath there, underneath wind, and so you are going through possibly a dark night of the soul, okay. With this hermit card, you are isolating yourself. You may want to go and look up the meaning of dark night of the soul. It's another form of shadow work, okay. Something that I also suggested for Scorpio to do. If you are going to get into shadow work or deal with dark night of the soul, you should do this on the last quarter moon on the 20th of July, okay. You'll understand why I go into the monthly manifestations, okay. It's time for you to dig deeper to what it is that you are trying to change, okay. Do not resist change, okay. It is useless. It will happen either way, okay. Either you will do it willingly, voluntarily, or you will be forced to, okay. And being forced to change can be very painful, okay. So with that being said, try not to resist. Try to, again, like it says, either use it or face it. Don't resist it, okay. Is my personal opinion. Do not resist change. It's going to happen regardless, okay, whether you want it to or not. All right. So with that being said, Capricorns, you guys have 4 more readings this week. Tap into the Soul is back this month along with energy shout outs. So until then, peace, Capricorns.